Hey everybody, so if you watch my YouTube shorts, you probably know that I'm a collector of Funko Pops. You can probably also tell by looking at the wall back there. And something else you probably know about me is that I love cartoons. So if we're talking about cartoon Funko Pops, yeah, that's my type of shit. But if you're a collector of Funko Pops yourself, you probably know that they can sometimes become very expensive. And cartoon Funko Pops are no different. And the reason for a Funko Pop becoming expensive can depend on a few things. The most common reason is that they become vaulted or discontinued, meaning that they are no longer being made. Sometimes you'll also get a Funko Pop that was part of a limited series, meaning that there was only a certain amount of them made. And sometimes you'll find a Funko Pop that became extremely popular when it first came out, meaning that they sell out very quickly and that they're very sought after. Regardless though, there are a lot of really expensive cartoon Funko Pops out there, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Let's start off with one of my all-time favorite shows, and that is Gravity Falls. Back in 2017, there was a number of different Gravity Falls Funko Pops made. A couple of them are actually still pretty cheap to this day. For example, Dipper Pines. You can easily find this guy for pretty cheap online, and as far as I know, he has never been vaulted to this day, meaning that he's still available. And as of today, he has an estimated value of $20. It's a similar thing for Bill Cipher. This guy currently has an estimated value of $28, and you could easily find him for cheaper if you're buying him used or just do some looking around. So those two have remained fairly inexpensive. However, back in 2017, they also released a chase version of Dipper and Bill, and those are a little bit different. Now, for those of you who don't know what a chase Funko Pop is, it basically means that for every 6 of them made, only one of them is going to be the chase, which makes them a lot harder to come by. The chase version of Bill Cipher currently has an estimated value of $49, which is a little bit of a jump from the original one. And as you guys can see on the screen, he's pretty similar to the original. He just has a galaxy paint job rather than a yellow one, which is pretty dang cool. I wish I had him, but I unfortunately do not. Then we also have the chase version of Dipper with an estimated value of $55. And that is a $35 jump from the original one. Also, if any of you guys are wondering, I'm getting all of these prices off of HobbyDB or Pop Price Guide. But those are definitely the cheapest Funko Pops we're going to be talking about in this video because we have not even scratched the surface. So next, let's talk about Mabel Pines. This version of Mabel is currently valued at $95. That is quite the jump. But believe it or not, there is also another version of Mabel, which is a Hot Topic exclusive. This one is Mabelcorn Mabel with an estimated value of $110. But if you think that's crazy, let's talk about the most expensive Gravity Falls Funko Pop, and that is Grunkle Stan. As far as I know, Grunkle Stan was the first Gravity Falls Funko Pop to be discontinued. On top of that, he also was not re-released with the second wave of Gravity Falls Pops, which makes him even more valuable. And this guy currently has an estimated value of $145. And real quick, I also want to mention that in 2018, they also made a Hot Topic exclusive of Waddles. And just like the original Mabel, he also has an estimated value of $95. But if you thought that Gravity Falls Funko Pops were expensive, then let's talk about Regular Show. Now, as you guys know, Regular Show is also one of my favorite shows of all time, and when I first saw these Regular Show Funko Pops, I thought they were like the coolest thing ever. Unfortunately, I didn't know that these pops even existed until like 4 years ago. So now, the chances of me ever getting any of these guys is slim to none. The cheapest one is Skips with an estimated value of $240. Then you have Rigby with an estimated value of $300. Then you have Muscleman at $310, Mordecai at $350, and finally Benson at $410. So why exactly are the Regular Show Funko Pops so dang expensive? Well, for one, they were released all the way back in 2013. And to give you an idea of just how old that is, Funko Pops as we know them today didn't really start coming out until 2010. And as far as I know, I believe some of them were also vaulted in 2014. Meaning that some of them haven't even been made at all for over 10 years. And on top of that, the Benson Funko Pop is pretty unique. As you probably know, Benson was a gumball machine in Regular Show. And for his Funko Pop, they actually gave him a clear head with balls inside that you could shake around. That sounded really dang weird saying it out loud, but you guys know what I mean. And the last show I'm going to talk about in this video is Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea? SpongeBob Square. Okay, I'll stop. SpongeBob is another show that I haven't talked about too much on my channel, but let me assure you, I am one of the biggest SpongeBob fans you will ever meet. SpongeBob was literally my entire childhood. I watched that for hours. And as you can probably imagine, there have been tons of SpongeBob Funko Pops over the years. But for the sake of this video, we're only talking about the really expensive ones. So let's head on back to 2013 when they gave us the first SpongeBob Pops. The first and most basic one was just your classic SpongeBob. Unfortunately, I got this guy for Christmas many years ago when I was very young, so I don't have the box. And I hate myself for that because if this guy was in the box, he would be worth around $115. But $115 is nothing, absolutely nothing compared to this next one. Back in 2013, they also made a metallic SpongeBob, and he currently has an estimated value of $1,240. Like, what the what?
What the what?
So even though that is by far the most expensive pop that we're going to be talking about in this video, we're not done yet because we got to talk about some of the other characters. There's Patrick with an estimated value of $185, Mr. Krabs with an estimated value of $260,
I like money.
Squidward at $280, and Sandy Cheeks at $300. And I'll be honest with you guys, Sandy is one of my most lusted after Funko Pops right next to the regular show ones. I think it would be so awesome to have her, but with prices like that, it's probably never going to happen. Now, the last SpongeBob Funko Pops I want to talk about are the ones that came out a year later in 2014, the most interesting of which being SpongeBob Leonardo and Plankton Shredder, which in an interesting way combines both SpongeBob and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one was part of a limited edition back in 2014 and currently has an estimated value of $1,000. You heard that right, folks, $1 grand. That same year, they also came out with a Hot Topic exclusive glow-in-the-dark SpongeBob, which is estimated to be around $240, and a gold SpongeBob exclusive to Amazon at $230. But there you have it, guys. There's a lot of really expensive cartoon Funko Pops out there, so if you have any of these, treat them well. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, so if you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you have not already. And there are so many expensive cartoon Funko Pops out there, so if you would like a part 2 to this video, let me know in the comments and I'd be more than happy to make it. Alright guys, take care and I'll see you all next time.